Hello, hello, hello. Wait, damn it. Alright. Let's go then. Just letting the intro finish. Possibly one last time. Alright. Yeah, it's probably the last time we see it. That is true. So we were in Octus, we finished the first of these worlds, and we are on our way to the second one. And we've probably got a couple of mini-bosses before that. Fun fact, I actually didn't know that until I just, yesterday or 2 days ago, watched a video about that, just a general review of VIII, just in case I missed something, that Flash Guard seems just like a worse version of, because the time slows down instead of just the time moving normally, which, you know, sometimes has a few applications. Like sometimes you want an attack animation to actually finish, so you don't get in danger of getting hit after the flash move ends. But what I didn't notice is that apparently during Flash Guards, every single hit is a crit. I never noticed that until now. While that is not the case during flash moves. So there's a bit more to it than just wanting attack animations to finish or not. Crazy to think that there's combat mechanics that I haven't noticed after playing the game 3 times. Yep, time to go to the next dimension. Actually, I'm not sure if the Minotaur is. Let's see. We'll see. Could be. Path of the Frozen Era.
What is this place?
A land of ice and snow. Is this the Ice Age? Oh, something's there. Be careful!
That is a pretty sensible timeline, honestly, to go by.
See something. Right
there. Yeah, randomly human berserkers Just out of nowhere. Actually halfway thankful I got hit there, because I think I would have fell down. That was close. Thanks for the double jump. The second crystal. It looks just like the first one. Yeah, that was annoyingly thin. Bellow of the Tundra King. Psyche Minos. Psyche Minos. It's the same as before. So this is Minos Psyche, right? Because it definitely looks tough like him. Yes, but this is no time for hesitation. Let's have a good, clean fight. Secret tech. Using your anime special during a flash guard, so that it's guaranteed crits. Oh, Monkey versus Minos. That would be a fight, yeah. PogChamp outdated, Poggers overrated, Komodo hype activated. That's true. Doggo would just annihilate this guy. It wouldn't even be a fair fight. The reptilian conspiracy is gonna have a field day with this one. T-posing like a master. Oh yeah, truly the biggest of chats from the Wardens of Evolution. Not even a contest. I like how now that he is below half health, he doesn't get new moves or anything, he just chains his moves to each other instead of just pausing between them. Like he had both of these moves before, but now he just chains them together. Yeah, it's certainly a nice touch. It feels a little bit like he's testing our limits first, and now that he realizes that we are not to be underestimated, he goes all out, basically. At least that's what it feels like. Especially with the way that that the Wardens also seem to underestimate our abilities early on, where they don't think that anything against the Lacrimosa is even remotely possible. Ah, whoops. Yep, it's close. It's getting closer. Ooh. Now what a finale. What a finale to that boss. Did we do it? Look, the psyches are being released. Yes, it seems to have worked. Excellent. I hope we can keep this up.
Huh? The real one showed up.
I never thought anyone would prove capable of releasing the psyches from this crystal. I found you creatures amusing at first, but you are much more remarkable than I had imagined. It seems a proper introduction is in order. My name is Minos. In a bygone era of ice and snow, my people conquered this land, and I ruled over them as king. You have defeated my psyche. As such, I will concede defeat.
You're a warden, aren't you? Shouldn't you put up more of a fight?
I've done more than enough to fulfill my duty as a warden of evolution. Truth be told, I'm relieved that you have released my people's psyches. So long as they remained in that crystal, I'm certain they could not rest in peace.
I didn't expect a warden to be so compassionate. Perhaps this is the effect of my psyche having been released by you all. I have not felt this mirthful in ages. But know this, Adol. Though you have accomplished much, defying the Lacrimosa is a fool's errand. Well, we can't stop now, can we? Yeah, the random stop in voice acting takes you out a lot. I wish it was fully voiced, like Three Houses or something, but sadly Falcom just doesn't have the budget. They're a small studio that only has a very limited budget for its games. Sadly. I knew you would say that. Donna. Yes? I think I'm beginning to understand why you have allied with Adam. His stubborn spirit complements your own. Haha, thank you. The path ahead of you the paths ahead of you are nothing like the ones you've faced so far. I cannot help you, but I can at least pray for you. And when you finally know defeat, we can drink and watch the world unfold together. That doesn't sound... I'm not much of a drinker. What a pity. Now then, we had best be off. Your time is dwindling. Stay the course until the very end. I mean, yeah, he does look tough enough. Like, he could actually help us if he tried. But, you know, I guess maybe he feels a little duty-bound as well. And the next mini-boss. Yay, ruin guard time. Yeah, she was called Nestor, yeah. I think it's a she, but at least she has a female voice actor. Yeah, that's fair. I guess that's the difference between grammatical genders in different languages. Because there's a pretty good chance that whatever it is, that it in German would be grammatically female anyways. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, it's not that different in German either. Like, there a lot of things feel very, very random when it comes to grammatical genders. And sometimes it just feels like kind of nonsensical. Like, for example, girl is neither gender. Like, it's an girls are it. Table is masculine in German, actually. And yes, of course. Yep. That's exactly what I was intending to do. Yeah, German has three. Has male, female, and neutral. Interestingly enough, the language close. Yeah, that was it was a two-shot, like not a one-shot, but a two-shot. Interestingly, the language that's closest to German, that being Dutch, has only two genders. It basically the male and female one merged, and only the male one, the male remained. The female doesn't exist anymore. It's only common gender and neutral nowadays. And that's a change that has happened around 300 to 400 years ago, so it's not even like that old of a change. It's not technically wrong to say that Dutch has three, but female is just not used anymore at all. So anything is just either common gender or neutral. Yeah, this is not a boss you wanna actually meet. But at least it's finally dead. Yeah, I don't think there's a single human on Earth that disagrees with that. But yeah, but the whole common gender and neutral gender in Dutch, basically, in my opinion, also calls into question like the whole connection people have
like
with
trees.
between like social gendering and grammatical gendering, and that they have absolutely nothing to do with each other. Yeah, it's certainly an interesting topic to think about for sure. I agree with that. Oh, come on. I didn't really want to fight any of these, but if they're going in the way like that, I just don't think I have an option except to kill them. Yeah. That is true. We have an idiom for that in German. Who doesn't want to hear needs to feel. Wer nicht hören will, muss fühlen. So if they don't want to do the sensible thing and just let me do my thing and just let me explore, then the sensible solution to the problem is to just, make them feel the errors of the way and just kill them. My favorite post-game item. Seeds. Yes, of course, because we need pumpkin to cook. Everyone, be careful. Dispassion of the Queen of Multitudes, Psyche Nesta. This is Nesta's Psyche. Weapons up, everyone. This battle is a giant pain in the ass. Yeah, I guess it was a she all along. Well, I'm not sure if it comes back eventually, but for now it's gone. I don't think it comes back. I'm pretty sure it's gone until the fight is over. Pretty sure the breaking of things is related to HP thresholds, but I'm not 100% sure. So I think there should be a limit on how much she breaks because of those thresholds. But we're below half now, which is good.
I feel a big one coming on.
Hey! Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. This is not peak gameplay, by the way. At least it's somewhat entertaining, I hope. Yeah, this is, in my opinion, the most annoying fight in the game. At least if I remember correctly. I don't think there's anything more annoying still on its way. Yeah, Ys 8 is an amazing game. Like, that was amazing. He timed, by the way. I love Ys 8. It's really, really good. And I've had a blast revisiting it by through the stream. So
Something's coming. Be careful.
yeah. Yeah. That was. Whoa, okay, yeah. Okay, time to reposition. Time to reposition. Think about my position and finish and just finish it. This. Yeah. I should just forfeit out of shame. And just redo the whole battle from the beginning. that was not okay.
Something's coming. Be careful. Finally. that was not okay. But at least it's comedy. We won somehow. Man, these guards keep getting stronger and stronger. And that's the third one. So there's only one warden left. The tree is getting quite sizable as well. Nestor's civilization surely was a prosperous one. We should be nearly finished. Really? We've come a long way to get here. One path remains. There I must
To
face.
suffer defeat at the hands of such a rudimentary species, my psyche should be ashamed of itself.
That is true, it's still dwarfed by the big tree. That's
I suppose a reintroduction is due. My name is Nestor. At its zenith, my colony numbered over 1 million, and I ruled over them as queen.
Over 1 million?
Through our diversity of form and adaptability, my colony flourished throughout the world. And yet, even our civilization came to accept the Lacrimosa. You humans with your frail bodies and weak minds have
Yeah,
no
humans
hope
are
in
at like
defying me.
7 billion, so, you know, 1 million is nothing. Like, just random human settlements can get over 35 million. Although even in the East world, like, Rome should, if it's historically accurate, Rome should be like almost 1 million people as well. I can see that I initially felt an impetuous desire for self-preservation. But in the end, my calm and rational demeanor won out. Instinctually, we understood the necessity of the Lacrimosa and willingly sacrificed ourselves. And thus did I accept my fate as a warden of evolution. Unbelievable. Let me ask a question of you insolent humans. To defy the Lacrimosa is to defy the natural order. Your success would place the world in grave peril. Your actions, no, your very existence poses a threat to the world. What do you hope to accomplish through your futile defiance? You're a professional and I respect that. However, I can't say I agree with you. A job is not merely a task that has been assigned to you, it's a duty. A duty should be a reflection of your will, something that you should be passionate about. That's right, humans don't blindly follow orders, we pave our own way through life. Men of the sea don't shy away from danger. I accept it and coexist with it. Guess I'm trying to say, humans never give up until the very end. So be it. You humans are very different from your predecessors. That much is clear to me. No, go on. I am but one of the wardens. A judgment will be rendered soon. You will learn in due time whether your decision was correct or not. Yeah. That's just what happens when you don't follow orders. Or rather when you do, I guess. But the path is now open. Let us proceed. Now let's see what kind of mini-bosses we have to face in between. Nice giant crabs. Yeah, I don't think I can win with this with Dana, so let's just try this. Actually, Dana doesn't do that much more damage than Sahad. Sahad still barely does any damage. I guess my fault for not properly equipping him, probably. Although it should be some of the best equipment in the game. At least poison is irrelevant. Yeah. Like, these damage numbers are like early game damage. But yeah, it's just because the crab has insane defense. Sahad would probably still be better because he deals more crush damage. More stun damage, not crush damage. I should. But I'm just really, really, really bad with these more sluggish controls. So probably why I should be focusing more on Ricotta, who is much more agile for that weapon type. But you know. A second too late. I wanted to still hit him while he was in stun range. But it's fine. It's fine. We're below half already, so it's not gonna take too much longer. Look how incredibly noticeable it was that I was poisoned throughout the entire fight. It's almost like poison is useless. And that's game. Yeah. Probably took at least 100 damage there. That's fair. Maybe even 150. I think I've found more than enough antidotes during the game. But it never hurts. I should probably max out on those. Not just stock up with what the game provides. And that should be game as well. Yep. Nice. That went surprisingly well. His attack pattern was actually pretty easy to block. That's pretty nice. And I think that is the last mini-boss. We're gonna go back here to heal up the 500 points of damage we took. And now we can continue. I believe it was it this way? No, it wasn't. It was God, I am so blind. Jesus. Yeah. I don't, I mean, you know, that could be. That could be.
Wait a minute! Where is this place?
World above the clouds. I didn't expect this. So right. It's powerful, so be careful. Treasure chest.
Well, I'm pretty sure we'll see who Sarai is. I still find this song so incredibly out of place for a dungeon like this. Like, yeah, it's quite the congratulatory theme and everything, but not everything has to be congratulatory. You know? It doesn't really fit when it's a high-stakes situation like this. Yeah. That's very true. A calmer theme would be very much appreciated. Also, as contrast to the very aggressively action theme that you have for the previous for the general tree area. So having a more having a calmer theme here would be really nice. This is the final crystal, which makes its guardian. Yes, it should be Sarai's psyche. I've been mulling this over for a while, but Sarai isn't an Eternian like you, Don. So how come she looks like one? Huh, that's a good point. It's probably because... that would be funny, yeah. But it's not. Sky-sealed despair of the dancer, Psyche Ura. It's here. I mean, yeah, kind of, you know, not really. I get it. It's humanoid, but it's still distinct enough from looking human that you wouldn't really pin this as like a humanish thing. Like, yeah, it's not a bird or anything like that. That's and she has 2 health bars left, while the others only had 1. I don't utilize the targeting enough, and for an enemy like this I probably should use it at least a little bit, you know, so that I don't lose focus of her. Level 75, by the way. Yeah, that is true. We're barely at the halfway point by now. Oh no, it's Zhongli. She does summon meteors. She summons a lot of shit, actually, not just meteors. Come back. Thank you. And that's GG. That's GG. That's also 2 level ups at once, from 68 to 70 with Dana. Yay. The Tree of Psyches should finish growing now. Yeah, it really is. Oh, the tree is glowing now.
Yes, the tree of Psyches has grown enough.
How do you know when it has grown enough?
I can sense a large wave of Psyches coming from the Valley of Kings.
Just asking for friend. If Hydra is the one who built it and had all the science behind it, how do you know when it's enough? But okay, it's fine.
Actually
It's fine.
managed to release all the Psyches.
Sarai.
Please stop. I have no right to be addressed by that name.
Huh? What do you mean?
As I said before, my true name is Ura. My species descended to Earth from the skies above, possessing the power of mimicry.
Mimicry?
It's the ability to perfectly copy another creature's shape and features.
With our power of mimicry, we claimed dominion over the land and flourished. But we were eventually greeted by the Lacrimosa, and I was selected to be a warden. When the Eternian era began, I descended to Earth once again, so that I may find a new Warden of Evolution among the Eternians.
Then how'd you become the Princess of Eternia?
To find the person whose soul burns brightest, I thought it best to insert myself among royalty, so I snuck into the palace, where I learned the young princess was deathly ill.
Then...
Yes. After Princess Sarai succumbed to her illness, I used my mimicry to assume her place. I reconstructed her personality and appearance, and made it part of my own. Then a few years later, at the Temple of the Great Tree, I met you, Donna.
Then, the Sarai I've always known was... Donna.
Don't make this more personal than it is. This was all for the Great Lacrimosa. I did what I deemed necessary to protect this world.
This story again?
even if that's true, think about Donna.
Her best friend was an imposter. Poor Donna.
Yeah, at least she didn't replace a friend that she already had. Yeah, that's true. At least she had, she was always Ura.
No, what I did was unforgivable.
If you know that, then... What's happening to me?
Something's wrong.
This won't forgive what I've done, but... my control over my mimicry is becoming unstable.
The way you spoke just now.
It's been a while, Donna.
Sarai? Huh? What's going on?
Don't ask me, Squirt.
I'm Sarai's personality, as reconstructed through Ura's mimicry. To be clear, I'm still not the real Sarai, but I'm the Sarai that you've known ever since we were young.
How is this possible?
Ura is a kind and virtuous person by nature. She must be suffering from carrying out her duty as a warden.
Yeah, that makes no sense whatsoever. That is true.
Is no doubt affecting her too.
How is this possible?
I'm sorry to put you through such pain. I'm so sorry I couldn't stay with you until the end. And I'm sorry about Olga.
No.
Donna.
I want to stay and talk to you more than anything. But we have to...
Yes. You're running out of time.
Yeah, you're still on that Olga train, yeah.
Adol, let's return to Saren Garden.
Adol, please come back to Octus once you receive the power. If you intend to stop the Lacrimosa, I'll explain what you need to do.
You will? That's a big help.
Yes. But for now, you must hurry to Saren Garden.
That too. That's true, yeah. As long as it's not Ricotta Dana, I can stand behind it. Yeah. I still prefer Adol Dana, but you know, it's fine. It's fine. Adol Dolgo is just kind of too strong of a ship in itself, so it's... Yep, the ship that brings her to school. Yeah, that is true. I think I did find a gift item in here. Yeah, the golden emblem and the violet bookmark. There's probably at least one of them for Austin.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I have also found the last location map. And yeah, I assume the bookmark is for Griselda, yeah. Art is about creativity, innovation, and innovation. Never mind, you get me started, and indeed I may never stop. Best not get into it. Now as the matter to recompose your work. I did recently happen across something which might be worthy of note. It may merely look like an old book, but I suspect it might be of use. Now then, we shall meet again. Safe journey. What does that even mean? Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. There's a couple of colors which also don't have English names, or from German, or in the opposite direction, that some colors in English don't have a German translation.
Adol.
Your words are a word enough. You're so close to actually getting off this island. Let's continue to work hard. That is true. We also don't have anyone to give the small ring to. Although technically we don't need to bother, because That is correct. That is correct. Dana is the only acceptable female ship. At least in East 8, yeah. I could also make stat boosters, funnily enough, if I wanted to. I can't because I don't have enough aura grasp, but I could, technically.
Please take care.
Okay. Then we didn't have an option to give it to the parrot yet. I'll do my best, even if my voice dies. There are many beasts and primordials. I'll do my best. Because I can't give it to the parrot. But to be fair, it doesn't really matter. We already have far above 200 reputation, so... Oh, okay. I guess I missed the big C then. So let's continue. Let's go into Saron Garden, because that's where the story wants us to go.
Whoa! Look at the tree!
The tree of Psyches has grown so much. It's mesmerizing.
Wow! It's beautiful!
So what? So how does one go about receiving this power? Does Dana receive it?
No. The power of the Psyches conflicts with providence and natural law. It exists in direct opposition to the essence wielded by Eternians. Therefore, I would like to ask you, Adol, to receive the power.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
Thank you. You can do it! Now, face the tree and raise your sword, the symbol of your strength.
Yep, you're the main character. It's your responsibility. As Adol held us, he felt a torrent of power surge into him. Mistiltane obtained.
Whoa! So this has the power to stop the Lacrimosa?
Yes, the psyches of species past, and their collective will to live. It seems to have worked.
Yeah, it looks
What
really
an
nice.
incredible looking weapon. That's definitely not your average sword.
The preparations are complete.
I'm actually not sure. Probably.
Yes. Let's return to Octus. Soraya's waiting for us.
Although I believe before we return to Octus, we could do this dungeon, the Silent Tower, if you want to. I would just run through it, but there's a boss at the end of it. Yeah. Because we do have quite a bit of time left. Like we have... and we should be able to do this now properly. Because the enemies here are level 70. So the game expects you to actually do this around now. I think the boss is like level 80. But it's a really cool boss, I like it.
I'll feel this in the morning. It's running off the table.
It's quite dilapidated. What is the purpose of this tower? There should be a workshop that royals used to patronize in this neighborhood.
It might be worth searching in case there's anything we can still use.
There's the pure orichalcum that you get for the quest for the strongest armor in the game. I think that's the first pure orichalcum you can get if you are willing to push through this tower despite being under level.
See something?
But yeah, it's like the fourth one we get now.
Treasure chest.
I mean, the boss isn't like world-changing or anything, but you know, it's kind of nice because, you know, it managed to defeat me the last time I could. It got me a nice game over. We have the rate indicator for the entire time.
Ooh, a treasure chest.
That's there for the optional endgame raids, the level 72 stuff and something. Where we did 2 of those. I'm not sure, was here an item as well? Nope.
Oh, there's something there.
Ooh, a treasure chest.
The awakened Tetrachir fetus. Methyl Rush. Yeah, it's a level 80 boss. Who also has 3 health bars. That is true, it's not my definition either. The first time I've gone through this cave was when I was level, I think, 58. And I just avoided every enemy because they were too strong and I didn't expect there to be a boss here. So I tried to fight this thing at level 56, which, you know, you can imagine how that ended. Yep. I think I was a little too late. Ah no, I was still correct. I still have the guaranteed crit from the flash guard. Nice. And that's the first part. That's the first. Yep. This thing can counter if you attack it at the wrong moment. And you need to be super precise to actually block that counter. I really like to fight it, it's a super fun boss. And of course, I'm doing really badly right now. Yeah, it is quite the hard boss for sure.
Now I can keep going.
Yeah, that was completely wrong in the timing. Because it's still in this invulnerability state. That was really bad. But it's okay. It's okay, I can still win. Yeah, you saw nothing. Of course, those are my most prominent types of victories. Yeah. God, I should watch. Is the VGC format good this time around, or is it just as bad as last year? Like last year's VGC was just. It was the least interesting year of VGC I think I've ever seen. Okay, this year's better. Okay. That's fair. That's fair. If you're a fan of the player, you generally always enjoy watching that. And the final phase of the fight, by the way. The last third of his HP. Okay, he missed. I was scared there for a second because that hit me head on. What a timing. Oh. The dream. What a masterpiece of an ending for the fight. Flash guard, and immediately after the flash guard, ultimate, and enough time for the flash guard left to kill it with the rest of the skill set. Truly a Komodo moment. Yeah, that was great. Nah, it works, it works. The Sky Crown, by the way, I'm not sure if I have that. I have that equipped as the 30% evasion button. Not to mention, this second wind is if you would die, you actually survive one time. So this is a really good item. Also, now that we've finished, or not finished, now that we've done the Seren Garden thing and got Adol his power, we can go into the past again.
doesn't this mean? It has the same insignia as the other crystals that I seen in the past. That seems deliberate. Are the wardens behind it? Maybe it's a trap. With the Psyche's release, the trap seems unnecessary at this point. Can we use this to go to your past again, Donna? Yes, I believe so. Or perhaps... Let's try viewing the past first. Did you figure something out? Yes, I think so. I don't think this is a trap. I think this is going to depict a specific moment in time. I want you all to see it. The truth of the Kingdom of Eternia. And my feelings as well. Perfect timing at all. We're in a bit of a bind right now. I'm sure you guys are busy right now, but could we talk real quick? Some bad news. Areas we've had control over, such as the Eroded Valley, Slum Jungle and Valley of Kings. They've been taken over by beasts and primordials again. I think the Lacrimosa might have something to do with this. Psyches are gathering in Saren Garden. If it gets destroyed, Mistletoe will lose its power. If the primordials keep reproducing in Slum Jungle and the Eroded Valley, it's like we have a knife to our throats, so to speak. Yes. If we're gonna get off this island, we need to keep those areas under control. If you guys, I want you guys to focus on stopping the Lacrimosa, but we need your help with the hunts in those areas to get things under control again. With such limited time and manpower, we just have to give it our all. Thanks, that means a lot. We're at the end of our rope here, so we'll need to deal with this now. You're not wrong, but we should still take time to prepare ourselves instead of panic. Can't argue with that. Alright. Come talk to me once you've finished preparing. We're so close to the end. Let's give it a roll. Slum Jungle Defense Hunt added. Befouled Eroded Valley Hunt added. Saren Liberation Hunt added. I'm pretty sure those are fully optional. I'm pretty sure those are mainly if you want to get more reputation. Those are just these three. Level 72, 80 and 88. So if you don't really need to do this. Yeah, 88 is quite the level. Dana has an event. Oh, you're making me blush. Excuse me, Adol, if you don't mind, there's a place in the village I'd like to see before we go. Sorry, but do you think you can accompany me? Adol climbed the watchtower with Dana and they took in the view of their surroundings. Fortunately, there were no signs of any primordials, so they decided to rest for a moment in the meantime.
Even if we manage to stop the Lacrimosa, I still don't know what's going to happen. We've come so far. Been waiting for this for so long.
We'll face it together.
Yes, we will. When the final battle is over, I'm certain we'll stand victorious. But first, I have to confess something to you. Actually, I need to apologize to you. You and I, we had a fascinating bond. We shared a consciousness, and through that we were able to travel together too. Through it all, I started to become unwaveringly convinced of something, that your soul burns brighter than any other soul in the world. Adol, I think I was the one who selected you to be the Warden of Evolution for humanity.
Yes, that is true. We will respawn if we die, that is true.
I may be the reason you're forced to suffer in the future. And yet, despite everything, you're still trying to help me prevent the Lacrimosa. I'm so sorry that I forced this burden on you.
That's fine, Dana. I'm honored that you chose me. I'm finally immortal together with
Well,
you,
when
who
you
are
put it like
also
that,
immortal,
it's
you know.
actually a little embarrassing. Still, we didn't have Mistletoe, the Sword of Psyches, like we do now. I'm glad you're the one who received the power of Psyches. In all honesty, I could have volunteered to receive it myself, but I wanted to fight by your side until the very end.
You're just full of surprises now, are you?
I don't know if I'd phrase it like that.
Yes, exactly.
In hindsight, you're the best person who could have received it.
Even with matching couple tattoos.
Adol, I'd like you to have this. It's a keepsake from my mother. It's the reason why I've always felt so compelled to help others. Normally, this ring seals essence. I modified it somewhat so you could make use of it, Adol. It would make me happy to see that ring on your hand while you hold that sword.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Let's fight together, Adol. Side by side until the very end.
Yeah, it gives, yeah, Thanatos try to jump scare, yeah. It increases crit rate by 30 and strength and defense by 30, which is a really, really, really strong effect. But I'm not playing with crit rate stuff, so, you know. Oh, and there's an old monolith that happened. Could it be a monolith soft that is also soft? I actually don't think I ever did this quest before. I think I always missed this. Yeah, it's the perfect moment for a quest. Fortunately, according to Dana, the most important section is still intact. If we can find the rest of it, we can see what information it contains. Of course I had to. It's the best video game creation company. Although I do think that we have already found the other half of it. I'm pretty sure we already have that. Yeah. I will now channel essence into it. I think that was what at the bottom of the of that monastery. I see, this is fascinating. Strange how it still works, even with the big crack running through it. This is what is known as the truth of Eternium. This monolith contains information about the Great Tree of Origins and the Three Principles. It's a philosophy which states that the origin of all things can be traced back to three principles: the ocean, the sky, and the earth. What exactly does the monolith say? All originated from an abyss, the boundless sky spreading in all directions. In time, rain fell from the sky, giving rise to the ocean. In time, fire spewed forth from the ocean, giving rise to the earth and the great tree. By the power of the great tree, life was formed, evolved, and set foot on earth. And life is still nurtured by the earth. One day, life must return to the sky through the great tree. Thus, life continues its cycle of evolution. That's what it says. So that's what was passed down as the truth of eternity. Interesting. It almost reminds me of tree theism. Tree theism? I think I've heard of that before. It's a religion that was practiced that predates the hieroglyph church. I believe it was centered around the worship of 3 gods. I'm not familiar with it. Me neither. The basis of the 3 principles is the sky, ocean, and earth. And they worship the 3 deities, sky god, sea god, and earth goddess. The sky would be analogous to Horu, the sky god. The ocean would be analogous to Gratios, the sea god. And earth would be analogous to Maya, the earth goddess. Maya, I wonder. Oh, are you familiar with that name? Yes, one of the wardens, Hydra, mentioned her to us. I see. If he's telling the truth, then the Earth Goddess once existed long ago. There's no way to confirm if that's true or not. I ain't the scholarly sort, so I can't get all this. But it sounds like tree theism originated in Eternia that way. There's no way to prove that, but it's an interesting theory. Knowing this, it might be worthwhile to travel the world and uncover the truth. Either way, this is probably all we can determine this time. Thank you for helping us analyze such a valuable piece of information, Donna. I'm just glad I was able to help everyone learn more about my era. As am I. Still, what that warden revealed to you seemed rather cruel. The great tree does not perpetuate the cycle of evolution, but the selection and rejection of species. I don't want to accept that the world is sustained by such a process. I'll do whatever it takes to stop it. Yes, we will stop it. I'll do whatever I can to stop it too. Yes, as long as we can accomplish anything, we can work together. What? Actually, yeah, that's some nice overarching East lore stuff. How inspiring. I believe you will accomplish the task before you. Our future resides in your hands.
We did it!
May I have a moment, Adolf?
The view from this height is stunning. I'm sorry to suddenly ask you to accompany me up here. I would like to personally thank you once again. Please accept this as a token of my gratitude.
I can't accept such a fancy gift.
It may not be as helpful to you as you have been to me, but it's the best I can do to express my deepest thanks. I insist that you take it. I'll be blunt. What is your opinion of the Roman Empire?
I do not know. I have not played Ys Memories of Salceda yet, where I assume we are in the Roman Empire if you are talking about it and you mentioned Salceda. It's probably a powerful nation.
Are you referring to our military might? That's not necessarily something to be proud of. With each passing year, Rom's wars of expansion continue, and her territory grows ever larger. Her desire for conquest shows no signs of waning. What I'm about to tell you, Adol, stays between us. You've attracted the attention of certain individuals within the Roman military.
Do you mean like Euron and what Euron told us?
They might decide to cause trouble for you in the future. Much like what happened in Salsetta. Please, be careful.
Thank you for your concern.
I should be thanking you. Your presence is an inspiring one. I brought you here to thank you. Yet here I am, inspired once again. Leo told me that I need to start thinking of ways to
that is
establish my
she's
influence
also
in
a
the world.
Roman individual, very interested in Adelia.
That being said, escaping this island is our top priority. Let's see this task through to its end.
Let's touch the crystal and go to Dana Land. And after we've done that, we can go to the Great Tree, I think. Unless you want to do like the hunts and everything and... 3 months have passed since Dana visited Serengard. Alright, let's go for the tree afterwards. White memory. Should I play the Christmas remix of Eclusian Dance?
Please watch your step. It's easy to lose your footing here.
Thank you, Rastal. I can't believe how cold the kingdom has gotten.
Yes. The chill has only intensified since we left 3 months ago.
If this continues, the capital will. I hope everyone who has been evacuated to the palace is safe.
Yes. We must hurry.
I sense something.
What is it, my lady?
I'm not sure. I just felt like we were being watched.
Yeah, that's a nice eye patch. He also traded his spear for a sword.
Such a cold gust.
It seems to have subsided. But whatever it was you sensed has been quieted by the wind.
This is before she locked herself away. Like in between, like...
I'm sorry I did not act sooner.
It's okay. Please don't concern yourself with it.
Actually, that's a good question. Is there a time skip between her visiting the garden for the first time and her
so much of Drian.
sealing herself in the tree?
Still, the presence I sensed, it seemed familiar somehow.
The air is getting colder. Even with our essence equipment protecting us, temperatures this low are still dangerous. We should enter the palace. Lady Olga is expecting us.
Yes.
Yeah, it's before Olga's death. Right, Olga was already dead by that point, yeah. So there definitely was a time skip in between. So, I'm the last one standing. Don't worry, my friend, I'll be with you soon. I'm cold, I heard. I heard rumors that we are out of food. If that's the case, then maybe I should. It's over. Eternia's over. We're doomed. Doomed, I say. Ah, Lady Donna. Ah, you're right, it's Lady Donna. She's back. I thought she'd abandoned us, just like Queen Sarai and Council Darius. Is this everyone? There's even fewer people.
Oh no. At this rate, it's going to...
Lady Donna.
It's really you. Welcome back. Please don't push yourself too hard. You're still recovering from an injury. I'm good at this stuff. Me and my mom are doing okay thanks to everyone. I gotta pay them back soon. Girls strong. Girls strong. Sister has been dead for a long while now.
But our food supply is scarce.
Yeah, her sister died very early. Like, Mia basically died immediately after the disaster first struck, because her mother accused Dana of being a murderer.
The stockpile commissioned by the Queen is nearly empty.
As things stand now, we may not outlast the cold.
Do you think this winter will ever
Actually,
end?
yeah, is that Darius? I'm not sure if that's Darius
They
or
say
not.
Lady Donna no longer receives visions. If she has lost her powers, as the rumors suggest, she has no right to lead us.
Mind your tone. Lady Donna risked her life to travel north and investigate. Even if she has lost her powers, her dedication to her people is without question.
That's not what I meant. I just...
Stop it, both of you. This argument is pointless. Regarding our food supply, we have potatoes stored in the underground sanctuary. We'll ask anyone who is able to bring them here.
Oh, I see. Thank you, Lady Olga. I'll let the people know right away.
Also, I know there are still pockets of survivors in the city. I want you to investigate, and tell any survivors you find to evacuate to this location.
Good idea. Anyone who's still out there won't survive the next cold front. My men and I will depart at once.
Good. I'm counting on you both.
Lady Donna? It's been a long time. I have returned.
I'm glad to see you're safe. You surprised me when you said you were leaving the capital to investigate the northern nations.
I'm sorry.
Well, no matter. What's the situation in the north?
Well, about that.
We should discuss this in private.
I assume they just never had those in their repertoire.
The northern nations have been
because of their essence equipment shielding them from freezing, I guess. Which is why they don't have warm clothes. Probably, is what I would assume.
It gets even colder the further north you go.
That can only mean any survivors have most likely migrated south of the capital.
I would assume as much. The surviving Saurians are migrating south as we speak. I hope we all make it through this.
The southern nations are not so prosperous. But at least hope can still be found there. The real question is, what should we do?
Right. Olga, we should leave the capital and travel to the southern nations. We can even provide what resources we have here as a way of helping.
Your ideas are always so bold. Still, I knew you would suggest that.
So you're saying...
You do have a point, is all. But let me think about it a bit.
Huh?
Rumor has it you don't receive visions anymore. But you still receive visions. Don't you, Donna?
Yes.
I see. Then I need to think about this very carefully. Let's talk again tomorrow morning.
Olga.
I'm sorry, Donna. I need to excuse myself. There's something I must take care of before nightfall.
Lady Donna.
Rustle.
There was a lot of stuff between the lines there, yeah.
What did Lady Olga say?
Yes. She'll have an answer tomorrow.
Basically, people are saying that Dana doesn't receive any visions anymore because the idea behind that is, if Dana isn't saying what she sees in her vision, that can only mean that she sees people dying, no matter what they do.
I see. Lady Olga grew up in the capital, so the thought of leaving
including
must be a very
Olga,
difficult one.
which is why she's not telling her. Is what I would assume, at least. Is what Olga is thinking. Yeah.
In that case, what do we do about our preparations?
Which means Olga's train of thought is basically, is it even worth the effort if we're all gonna die anyways? Basically. Giving the others a false sense of hope.
I must ready myself as well.
Lady Donna?
It's nothing. Let's prepare as we planned.
Understood. I shall take my leave then and begin the preparations. Will you be returning
And
to
also
the palace?
Olga preparing
I'm going to take a walk around
the
the
essence
capital before
stuff,
I return.
so that future Dana will
this
be
hour?
able to
Shall I
to
escort
hear
No, I'll be
Olga's
fine.
real
I just
final
need to
words
gather
to
my
her,
thoughts.
which
I
she
understand.
presumably does overnight
Please be
now,
careful.
which is at least what's hinted at in this conversation. The thing that she has to do before. Yeah, she has to set that up. Yeah. The Great Tree of Origins. Okay, everyone. What? That's... Is that you, Io? Are you okay? But I think Can I go there first? Or do I have to talk to Io first? Does she not let me go there inside? Okay, I can go inside and and see if I can do whatever quest that is.
Change! Luminous!
That's fair, yeah. But yeah, the eel situation didn't get resolved yet.
It's cold. So cold. Damn it! I'm hungry. Mom! Wake up! Mom!
Yeah, that wasn't said yet either. Odo. Lady Donna, you've returned. Hello, Lady Donna. He looks so gaunt. He must have pushed himself too far. Some things never change, I see. Yes, he used up all his essence to protect us from illness and cold. We begged him to stop, but he just smiled and ignored us. How tragic. If only we could offer him even one flower. Where can we even find a flower? I understand, I will look for one. It won't be right. I'll do my best to find one. Yes, because there's so much space in there. That certainly the flower wouldn't have fallen out by now, you know. But no, there isn't anything on the bird yet. Yes, of course. Of course. How could I forget?
The streets are empty. I certainly hope that everyone in the city is still safe.
Oh, to think I'd find one here. Frosted flower obtained. This is a Tunisian blossom. They were lovingly seeded around the kingdom. Even though it's frozen solid, it still holds meaning as a symbol of gratitude. Yes, indeed an Edelweiss. Because it's an amazing visual novel, please read Edelweiss. Not even lying, it's really, really good. Although I'm not sure if there is an all ages version of it. Or if it's just an 18+ version. Yeah, of course I've mentioned it before. In my list of visual novels you guys should read. It's very, very high up.
We lost Lady Orgonata on a day very much like today. As I recall, she passed away shortly before you left, Donna. She kept encouraging you to press on until the very end. On his own way, Odo also believed in you too. He was a man of few words, but I know he supported you. Thank you, Odo. I hope now you can rest in peace. A small funeral service was held for Essence Meister Odo and others who had recently passed. Dana prayed silently for each person as their bodies were laid to rest. That is true. Finally, today's Dana is higher level than past Dana. And not even by a little margin, like level 70 versus 58. That's quite a substantial margin. Yo, I'm glad that you're okay. Me too. Yo, I'm not the great tree, maiden of the great tree anymore. You're not? I'm not so sure. What do you mean? I mean, it's not so easy for a person to stop doing what they do. I think you're similar to someone I know. I wonder who she's talking about. By the way, what are you doing in a place like this? You need to evacuate to the palace. It won't be safe here. I'm fine. Anyway, my maiden, I came here today to fulfill my promise. Promise? I know it's sad, but it's time to say farewell. You're... Oh, sorry. There's much I need to explain. I'll tell you everything at the usual place. I'm sure we will see each other soon, but it's bye for now. She's gone. As usual, she's a little hard to understand. The usual place must be.
Yo, now that I think about it, whenever I see her...
The flow of airstream seems different somehow. Good question. The entrance to the sanctuary crypt is open. You might have gone inside. Dana, it has been a long time. Genya, I haven't seen you in ages. What are you doing? Genya is not the only one here. I'm just passing through. We are in your debt. I see. This is goodbye. Thou hast noticed. The great tree has begun the cycle of selection and rejection. Even we spirits are not exempt. Yes, we were born of this earth. Thus, we must one day return to it. Such is our fate. That must be the reason why we've gathered here. We're the only spirits that remain on earth. I'm sorry. You all lent me your powers too. I'm sorry I wasn't able to save you. I know how hard it must be for you, but please don't be sad. Yes, we're just disturbances in the earth made manifest. We are simply returning to our original forms. Goodbye, Dana. I'm not sure what you're trying to do, but give it your all. Should we fade away, the protection we've granted thee will fade as well. Thou must make haste. Huh? But isn't this the final floor of the crypt? No, unexplored depths still remain. But you must be careful, for a being of great evil awaits you. Yes, you encountered that being before. It did not go so well for you, as I recall. I know them very well, so this did not go as smoothly as I had hoped for. We spirits are markedly terrible at cooperating with one another. This is our last chance. I want to reveal everything. I feel the same way, but I think we're confusing poor Dana. You're all so energetic. It almost feels like you're trying to cheer me up. Actually, our lively demeanor is all thanks to you. Hadn't you realized this by now? We've come this far because you appealed to us. Not only did your actions help your fellow Eternians, but they help us as well. Yes, thanks to you, we can face our fate with a sense of peace. I'm very thankful for you. Please do not forget about us. Yes, I won't forget any of you. Not ever. Yep, sadly that's why Naruto will fade away. As I recall, those weapons are made from pure orichalcum. Yes. This reaction bodes well. Yeah, that's true. Each of the spirits does have a has a different shape. That's nice. Gives them a bit more personality. Spirits have a natural affinity towards orichalcum, for it originates in crystalline veins that run deep beneath the earth. Our sublimation has begun. We should be returning to the earth, yet we find ourselves drawn to your weapons. This is what we desire. We would be honored to help you in whatever small way we can. Even though the end is nigh, I'm glad we could give it to you this wonderful gift. I hope our power is able to help you. Please use it wisely. Yes, I promise I will cherish this keepsake you've given me always. The end is here, though bittersweet. Let us bid our farewells. And we're glad to have spent some of our final moments with you. Thank you very much. No, thank you, spirits. I won't let your final wish be in vain. Spirit Ring Celestia. Oh, that's just her weapon. Okay, I see. So basically, they're gonna fade away very, very soon. This engraving. Perhaps this is what Wagner was talking about. Nope. The spirits still exist and don't exist. Like, they're not yet fully dead. They're gonna fade away together with the Eternians. So this is the last time they'll see Dana. Like, we can still buy items from Amy as well. So they're not yet completely gone. But they are starting to fade away. So for this so for this last floor,
this is rare, you know. Come again.
I'm pretty sure that this I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that this is gonna be the last. There's also no reason to fight these things.
Like, unless you want to get the extra XP. Basically, they're really just there so that you can grind a little bit if you are under level. I believe we can do it. So, I'm not gonna do that. But I'm gonna save anyways so that I can, just in case. More XP to a character we never use.
That's a monolith.
Yeah.
Why is this one so large, though?
You finally made it. Donna Eclusia. No, Maiden of the Great Tree. Just kidding! Hiya, lady! Nice to see you again.
Yo.
I'm surprised you came here, considering all that's happened. You're really trying your best to lead everyone to the very end.
It's clear to me now that you're no ordinary Eternian. Are you a warden?
Who can say? Sorry, but you're no exception, Donna. I need to make sure you're worthy too. Even I can't stop the ritual that's underway in the sanctuary. Here goes.
What?
This is gonna be great. None of the previous maidens ever gathered this many spirits.